All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm reviewing yet another beer from the Other Half Brewing Company, and they're out of both Brooklyn and Rochester, New York, and this is their Citra plus Triumph. So this is another Imperial IPA Pale Ale from them, comes in at 8.5% alcohol by volume and no IBUs listed at the time of review. This can is just over 3 weeks old. So this is a part of their dual hop series where they pair 2 hops together, and this one obviously uses Citra and Triumph. Now Triumph is a brand new hop as far as I know, and I'm pretty excited to get into it. I don't know really anything about it, but obviously I love Citra and its Other Half, so yeah, let's give it a go. Yeah, so pouring out like, you know, your typical Other Half beer, looking super heathy, baby. Super heathy. Nothing wrong with the super heathy, baby. Yeah, so it has a nice turbid, murky, like honey orange color. A little bit of yellow in there too. About a finger of a bright white head, super creamy looking. It's an Other Half IPA. That's what it is. Let's get a nose. Tons of stone fruit in this one. Yeah, big, like almost, like peach gummy rings. It almost has a candied sweetness to the nose. This reminds me of like a Grim Artisanal Ales beer or IPA where they have so much of like the candied citrus and candied fruit tones to it. Kind of getting that nose, peach gummy rings for days. A little bit of passion fruit and pineapple. What is that? A little bit of like a bubblegum vibe. Yeah, a little bit of like a treehouse. I got this in a recent Other Half beer too, like a little bit of bubblegum. I don't know if now all of a sudden my palate is starting to develop a nose and just a taste for like the bubblegum. Like, you know, your palate constantly changes, at least mine does. And I never picked that up. Like a lot of people talk about that in like treehouse beers and whatnot. I usually didn't get it too much, but now in this beer and then in another Other Half beer that I recently reviewed, same thing. It just has like this slight bubblegum vibe to it. Like a bubblicious, like pink bubblegum. Yeah, but stone fruits, you're talking the peach gummy ring in here. So peach, apricot, a little bit of mango, pineapple, passion fruit. Not as much citrus. There is a little bit, but not as much. Maybe a slight piney thing going on, or grassy. Yeah, more of like a grassy spiciness as opposed to pine. Yeah, it smells pretty good. It smells somewhat unique, but it smells pretty good. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Oh, definitely that bubblegum. If you hear sirens, I apologize. There might be a fire. There might be something else going on, but I do apologize. Anyway, yeah, I'm definitely getting that pink bubblegum vibe. But then there's a lot of like that candied peach. Kind of like a cantaloupe too now. Yeah, peach gummy rings. There's cantaloupe in the taste, more of like a melon vibe. A little bit of passion fruit. Ruby red grapefruit too. Didn't get much citrus in the nose and the taste there is. It finishes somewhat earthy too. This is a weird combination. I'm getting some of the Citra, I think, where that's where the passion fruit and like the stone fruits are coming from. And Triumph is definitely giving me, or maybe it's the yeast, maybe it's just my palate, but I feel like it's producing like bubblegum or like there's some earthiness, that cantaloupe. I don't really know. 8.5%. This finishes straight up. It doesn't finish. The body is about higher side of medium body, has a big oomph behind it, appropriate for the percentage. And then the mouthfeel is basically Other Half, soft, smooth, relatively creamy, probably using a shit ton of oats in this one. Super easy to drink, 8.5%. Not really picking up on the alcohol. I can tell this is a double IPA. I'd guess somewhere in the 7-8 range. I feel like it's, you know, it's up there, but it's not like, you know, present on the palate like so many other beers. This is a strange one. It's good, but it's strange. I feel like it's a bit disjointed, but it's not. It's good. It's just, it's all over the place on my palate. Like I'm getting that. It's a fun beer. That's the best way I can describe it. It's a really fun beer. That cantaloupe, I don't get a lot of cantaloupe when it comes to, you know, double IPAs. I really like that earthy finish. This one finishes semi-dry with that earthiness. It doesn't finish overly sweet. I thought it might. There's a decent amount of bitterness too. That pink bubblegum is just, it's kind of awesome, but kind of weird at the same time because I'm not used to it. I know everybody who drinks Treehouse stuff will like, yell at me like, what do you mean? I get it all the time. I know. Yeah, this is good, but it's kind of all over the place. I'm really digging this one for its uniqueness, the fact that I'm getting a bunch of different characters I don't typically get, but I don't think this is like an amazing beer or anything. I don't think it's going to blow anybody's socks off. So rating on the Citra plus Triumph from Other Half, I'm going to give it a straight 4 out of 5. Can't do much higher than that. That might even be slightly generous. This is probably more in like the 3.85, 3.9 range. But I do enjoy this one. I think it's going to be fun to drink the rest of this can and just see if like the characters change at all, because I'm getting so many different characters that I'm not accustomed to in IPAs from Other Half that it's just kind of, it's fun. Each sip is kind of an adventure. But yeah, I enjoyed it. If you've had Citra plus Triumph, I'd be curious to know what you think about it because, yeah, this is very unique. I feel like the Triumph is obviously introducing some unique characters here, and I want to try more beers that have Triumph in it. Like I said, it's a relatively new hop as far as I know, and hopefully more breweries will get their hands on it. So Citra plus Triumph, I'm going to give a straight 4 out of 5 or like a low 4 out of 5, somewhere in that realm. It's a good beer. It's another Other Half beer that doesn't disappoint me per se, but it doesn't also blow me away. So anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review. Until the next one, cheers.